Hello class, today we're going to look at Chapter 10, Section 2. This is our exponential functions. And we're going to look at a word problem today. This is number 32 in the study plan. And it starts off, suppose 4,000 bacteria are present at time t equals 0. Then t minutes later, the number of bacteria present will be n of t equals 4,000 times 2 to the power of t divided by 20. And it wants us to find the number of bacteria present after 10 and 40 minutes. So we're going to actually do this problem twice. So the first one, they want us to find how many bacteria will be present after 10 minutes. So we're going to take the 10, which is our t, we're going to plug it into our formula and just simplify down. A lot of the questions I get from this problem is order of operation issues. We're taking the 4,000 times 2 before we do the exponent, and that's going to be wrong. You'll want to do the exponent first. So let's go ahead and look at how to work this one. So our first one that we're going to work is when our t value is 10. So that equals 4,000 times 2 to the power of 10 divided by 20. So this notation, n of 10, is telling me that I plugged in 10 for t into my formula, and this is going to tell me the number of bacteria after 10 minutes. So that's what that notation is telling me. So here's where the order of operations starts. So we're going to keep the 4,000. I'm going to reduce my fraction. 10 over 20 reduces to 1/2. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and do 2 to the power of 1/2 first. Then I want to multiply it by 4,000. So let's go ahead and look at our online calculator that we have. Okay, so we have our Web 2.0 calculator. This is the one that I provided in the forums for you. It's just a free online scientific calculator. If you don't have the link, you can just put into Google free online scientific calculator and you should see this one. Okay, so again, we're going to start with order of operations that says 2 to the power of 1/2. Then we're going to multiply it by 4,000. So if you look at your exponent button, the x is what it wants you to type in first, so that's the base. So I have 2. I'm going to click that button, so now notice it brings up the power. Since I have a fraction, I'm going to use parentheses to represent the 1/2. And notice that up here it's showing us that we're doing 2 to the power of 1/2. So let's get an answer for that. And then we want to multiply that number by the 4,000 that's out front. So all we've done so far is just the 2 to the power of 1/2. So now we're going to multiply this by 4,000. Hit the equal sign. So we end up with 5,656.854224249, so on. Okay, so let's go back to Math Excel and see what they want as our solution. How many bacteria will be present after 10 minutes? Okay, round to the nearest whole number. Okay, so we want to make sure we round to the nearest whole number. So the 8 is going to round us up to 5,657. 5,657. Let's check our answer. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to basically repeat the process, but now our time is 40 minutes. So we're going to use the same formula. So let's go ahead and rewrite our formula. So we have n times t equals 4,000 times 2 to the power of t over 20. And we are working with 40 minutes. So this time we have n of 40 equals 4,000 2 to the power of 40 over 20. So now we have 4,000 times 2 to the power, well, 40 over 20 reduces to just a 2. So now I go ahead and go through my order of operations. Notice that 2 squared just gives me 4 times 4,000. And then we multiply and we get 16,000. Again, you can use your calculator to check that if you want, but this one worked out pretty nice. It didn't have a rational exponent. So let's go ahead and plug in our 16,000. Again, you want the nearest whole number, so even if you were to end up with a decimal, you want to make sure you use that properly. Well done. Okay, so with this one, the biggest issue I've found is making sure that you don't multiply the 4,000, the 2 first, and then do the exponents. Follow your order of operations, make sure you do the exponents first, then multiply by 4,000. Thank you for watching.